What's going on, everybody? My name is Daniel Richardson, and I'm a WCPW review guy. And I'm here to tell you that if I actually wore underpants during all this, I would definitely have Jim Ross on the ass of them. And this is the unofficial WCPW Top 10, and wow, we got some changes here, at least in the tag division. So before I get started on that, let me just go over a couple things with the tag division. We do the top 5. We got two tag teams that have expired their 90-day inactive policy, if you will. Now, one of them isn't a big deal. They appeared once. They were literally just filler when we had top 10. And then the fact that the tag division became so scarce and the teams were very low, it was just sad it became filler in the top 5 as well. However, the VIP club, the nameless jobbers that were fed the primate on an episode of, was it Reloaded or was it just a bonus match? I don't even remember. Literally, it don't matter. They were on the top 5 and their 9 days have expired. They're gone. But the other tag team, which since the inception of the tag rankings, which when it first started out was top 3, they have been featured every single time. Every single time. They have literally been on the rankings in one form or another. However, I don't really think it would have mattered this time around due to their inactivity, because I really think that if it wasn't the inactivity that got them, it would have been just the losing streak in general. But the other team that is off the list this week is a Meaning Kid. A Meaning Kid. So, yeah, gone. Now, the other thing I want to talk about before I actually jump into this, you know, we got new tag team champions from a couple weeks back at True Destiny, and it was Scott Wainwright and Will Ospreay, which, as a unit, the stable they're all together in, is known as the Swords of Essex. Now, initially, I was just considering the Swords of Essex, Robinson and Wainwright. However, whenever Will Ospreay and Wainwright, became a tag team unit and became the champions, I separated them. I made 2 different tag teams. And a lot of people was hitting me up saying that, I should literally just throw them together because they're going to defend it like, the Freebirds did. The Freebird rule, if you will. And numerous teams have done that since then. Demolition, New Day, whatever. And you know what? When that day comes, because remember, Paul Robinson's facing a murder charge right now because he beat the shit out of a bouncer. At least that was the kayfabe reason they gave us, that he was reason he missed the True Destiny event. When the day comes when they all 3 are in the ring and they're switching them out, yes, I will throw them all together and it will count as one tag team. But until then, as of right now, there has been no switching around. It's literally just been 2 separate tag teams. So for right now, both teams will be, looked at individually. As soon as Paul Robinson comes out holding the tag strap and helps Scott or Will defend it in the match, I will go ahead and merge both versions of Swords of Essex. But until then, they will be 2 separate ones. And let's face it, there ain't a whole lot of tag teams in the top 5 anyway, so it works out. So now we got all the exposition out of the way. Let's get into the top 5 tag teams. So this week, at number 5, making their debut. This is a sign of the fact that the tag division is just so... we got Drago, and I'm going to butcher his name. Drago and El Hijo de Dos Caras. That's a big veiny mouthful. They debut at number 5, making their debut this past week, taking on Gabriel Kidd and El Ligero. And you're thinking, well, Daniel, that's not really an official tag team. They were probably. And I'm just going to say, my show. I'm throwing them together. Because. So there you go. And they have more collective wins than a Meaning Kid, VIP Club, Ligero, Patron, Kid Fight, and Luke Kingshar. I mean, literally, they're one up on a lot of people already in the tag division, so it works. I'm putting them in there. At number 4, Swords of Essex. This is for a 2nd week in a row, and I'm talking about the Wainwright Robinson combo. Yeah, Paul Robinson's still MIA right now. I just love the fact that that was the excuse they used. I mean, they could have used anything in the book, and they were just like, yep, he beat up 3 bouncers, and he's being charged with attempted murder right now. That's brilliant. I love it. So, yeah, at number 3 for a 2nd week in a row as well, Prospect. prospect. At number 2, also for a second week in a row, the Swords of Essex. And of course I'm talking about the tag team champions, Will Ospreay, Scott Wainwright. And of course they had a huge main event win over Martin Kirby and Drew Galloway this past week. So yeah, cemented there at number 2. And number 1 for an incredible 3 months running. I'm talking about Moss and Slater, former tag team champions. Of course, right now, Slater is out. No, sorry, Moss is out with an injury. But just to go show how dominant they was, like literally, I don't see anybody taking the spot from them just yet. That's just how good they were. So there you guys go, Moss and Slater, top tag team in the division right now, even without the titles. Moving on to the women's division. At number 5 for a 5th week in a row, Lana Austin. At number 4, also for a 5th week in a row, Little Miss Roxy. At number 3, 5th week in a row, Eva Lise. At number 2, for a 6th week in a row, Nixon Newell, WCPW Women's Champion. And number 1, for a 6th week in a row, Bea Priestley. So there you have it. Bea, top woman in the division. Hopefully she'll go back and get her title shot. She's definitely... When Nixon was gone, say what you will, maybe she wasn't the actual champion. Bea was parading around as a champion. She had the title, but she was not officially champion. She took on all comers and came out ahead almost every single time. So guess what? Boom, top woman right now. So moving on to the top 10. And I'm not gonna lie, this top 10 is so fragile, and there are just certain examples I'm gonna show you as we get there. But right now, number 10, which is such an odd one because it was BT Gunn last week. However, just to the internal shifting, it all moved around. At number 10, making his debut in our top 10, Adam Cole. Hasn't competed in a few weeks now. However, he scored some major points because it was a triple threat for the Ring of Honor title. So yeah, that's what really helped him on this one. And plus he's undefeated. I mean, he is 1-0. And he's coming back, so you know what? In all honesty, I'm okay with this. Adam Cole, number 10. It's not like when Fat Ligero rocked number 10 for like weeks at a time, which was just ridiculous. Although I do miss Fat Ligero, he didn't deserve to be in the top 10. So, but either way, Adam Cole, number 10. At number 9 for a 2nd week in a row, Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay. At number 8, down a spot from last week, Martin Kirby. Of course, we mentioned he lost in that tag match during the main event. So yeah. Dropped a spot. At number 7, also dropping a spot, Primate. At number 6, dropping 2 spots from last week, he is the WCPW champion, Drew Galloway. And of course, he was also the other half of that tag team that lost in the main event, along with Martin Kirby. So, at number 5 for a 3rd week running, we got Cody Rhodes, WCPW Internet Champion. At number 4, went up 4 spots. And to show you how fragile like this thing is, like it's just so unsteady, this guy just won a singles bout against Bad Bones. He won by DQ for fuck's sake, but it shot him up 4 spots. I'm talking about Rampage. Rampage. At number 3, dropping a spot from last week, Joe Hendry. Number 2, up a spot from last week, El Ligero. And number 1 for a 2nd week running, and he's still injured. But he's been his return, I believe, this week. Is here this week or at the exit wounds? I can't remember. But it's Joe Coffey. Joe Coffey. So there you have it. Big congrats to Moss and Slater, Bea Priestley, and Joe Coffey for being the top wrestlers in your respective divisions. So there you guys have it. Let me know what you thought of this week's edition of the Unofficial Top 10. Once again, I love your guys' feedback. I always take everything into consideration. Even if I don't always agree, just so you know, I do think about it. So, yeah, just let me know what you guys thought. Don't forget to share and subscribe if you haven't already. Show this video that, thumb in love. And of course, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff's down below. I do try to add different things to all 3 of them, like exclusives to just like my Facebook page or the Twitter or my Instagram account. So it ain't just like I subscribe to like multiple people's like Instagram, like a lot of the wrestlers, and like they'll post the same thing on their Facebook, their Twitter, and their Instagram. I'm like, oh, I already saw this picture. Come on. So I try to change it up and have all 3 separately. So all that stuff is down below in the comment section, or sorry, in the description box. That's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know it just sounds like I'm saying like I'm a broken record and like the end of every video is the same. You guys have no idea how much, you know, you guys mean to me watching all this stuff. Seriously, I'm a fat chubby prick in a cheap suit talking about an internet wrestling company. And you guys watch it, and that is insane. And trust me, I love you guys for it. I love you guys for it. So thank you so much. That's all I got to say. Guys, until next time. Tomorrow night, Loaded. Looks like we've got kind of a good card already. So can't wait to check it out. And of course, I'll be here Tuesday with the review. So guys, until next time.